Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lifon Ekmo. In today's video, we'll be looking at indices. And what is indices? And before you solve any problem under indices, what do you have to know? So before we talk about the laws of indices, let's first and foremost talk about index number. Any number expressed in this form, a cube or 5 squared, is called an index number. If you come across any number of such, a raised to the power of 3 or 5 raised to the power of 2 is called what? An index number or power. And the plural of index is indices. Hence, our topic for today's video. But before you solve any problem under indices, you have to know the laws of indices. So let us go to the laws of indices and the concepts. So we want to look at the laws of indices in our today's video. Please, the laws of indices are not hard. You just have to follow the concept and understand it. So that anytime you're solving any problem under indices, you won't find any difficulty. So the first law is called the multiplication law. The first law is called what? The multiplication law. And what does this law state? That when the bases are the same, for example, if you have a squared times what? A cube. If you notice now, the bases are the same. Please, this is called the base. And this is called what? The power. So anytime the bases are the same, and the sign in between is what? Multiplication. The laws of indices say you should do what? You should add the power together so that you have a raised to the power of 2 times what? 3. 2 plus 3. When the bases are the same and the sign in between is multiplication, you add the power so that you have what? A raised to the power of 5. And so you know, a raised to the power of 5 is the same thing like what? Expressing it in this way. A times A times A times A times A. So when the bases are the same and the sign in between is one multiplication, you sum the power. That is just the multiplication law. But we have other law like what? The division law. The division law. What does this law state? If you have the basis like x, now because of the times, okay, division. If you have the basis like what? X divided by what? X. Whether the power are the same or not, look at this. This is under what? Division law. The bases are what? The same. But the sign in between is what? Division. So what do you do to the power? You subtract the power. Please, this is very simple. The bases are the same under multiplication, you add the power. The bases are the same under division, you subtract the power. And what will you have here? 6 minus 3 is what? 3. And x cubed is the same thing as what? X times what? X times what? X. This is the same thing like this. Anytime the sign in between is division sign, you do what to the power, you subtract. Anytime the sign in between is what? Multiplication, you add the third. But we also have other laws like the zero law. The zero law. What does this law state? It states if you have the base and the power is what? 0. That anything raised to the power of 0 is what? 1. Any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. Any alphabet raised to the power of 0 is 1. One of the laws of indices states if you are solving any problem, whether it is under indices, simultaneous equation, linear equation, quadratic equation, and you come across this a raised to the power of 0 or any number raised to the power of 0 or any alphabet raised to the power of 0, that your answer is what? 1. So let's move to the next law. We have what we call the power law. And what does this law state? If you have the basis raised to the power of square, raised to the power of what? Cube, and raised to the power of what? Square. This power law states that if you have 2 expressed in this form. Up to 2, 3, 4, expressed in this form. What you have to do, as far as it has only one base, you do what? You just multiply the powers out. So we have the next law, which we are going to look at now. We have the next law called what? Called the fractional law. I hope you have seen before. Fractional law. You know, indices has to do with what? The power. It has to do with what? The index. So what does this law say? It said if you have any number expressed in fraction, if you have any base expressed in fraction, then you can rewrite it as what? The square root of what? A. If you have any alphabet like, or any number like 4 raised to the power of what? 2/3. You can express this the same thing like what? The cube root of 4. You can express it in this form. And this is the power. This is what fractional law is saying. And if you have something like this, a raised to the power of 1/2, that is the same thing as the square root of what? A. If you have the cube root of 2/3 of what? 4. 4 number raised to the power of 2/3, you can also express it in this form. That is what the fractional law says. So let's look at the next law, which is what? A negative law, or you can call it negative index. Index has to do with what? Power. And what does this law say? That if you have any basis like this, raised to the power of -1. That's anytime your power has negative, that you can find, you can also rewrite it as the reciprocal of this base to be what? 1 all over what? A. These and these are the same thing under the laws of what? Indices. Another example is if you have something like A raised to the power of what? -3. You can write it as what? The reciprocal of 1 all over A. Minus means the reciprocal of that base. So having known all these laws, we can also apply them in solving any index number or any indices problem. But in our next video, we'll be looking at how we can solve problem applying all of these laws. So please do well to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell, and also comment on your question. If you have any question, you can always ask Matafe by inboxing us. Thank you so much.